Today, I am not ready to give up on Regulation H just yet. I've been having too much fun playing this format, and so we're giving it another go. And I've got a special guest on the channel coming off of a second place finish at Perth Regionals with Kilowattrel. I'm here with Dimitri, Dim the Sim. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Pleasure to be on the show. Thank you very much.
Of course, of course. Thanks for coming on. But yeah, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your team. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Dimitri. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I've been playing Pokemon for a fair while now. Started my first year in 2015 when I was young. Stopped playing for a bit. Started again, I think in 2019. And then the coronavirus hit. Stopped playing again. And then I was at my new job and I was listening to a podcast. It was one of the Wolf Glick podcasts. I'm not sure what they called that one, but I
I'm
was
choosing
listening.
to believe it's top takes. That's okay.
Of course. Then I got on to the better podcast. But yeah, I was listening to the Wolf podcast, and they mentioned that the World Championships was going to be in Japan for that year. And then from that point onwards, I made it a goal to make it to the World Championships. Unfortunately, that year, I did not make it to the World Championships. However, I did make it the year after in Hawaii. Um, During that whole year, I had a pretty consistent performance, but not an amazing performance. Every single major that I went to, I made it to my winning in round and lost my winning in. So a big goal for this year was to initially my goal was top eight every major in Australia. That's a bit of a stretch goal. So I wanted to make the top asymmetrical cut for each major. So I really grinded out this year. Uh, Started off with P2 Ursa Luna around 2 months before Perth Regionals. Kept practicing. Felt like the Flamigo wasn't really doing it for me. Got pretty fortunate and bumped into someone on ladder who had a very similar team, but they had Ursa Luna Blood Moon and Kilowattrel. I thought that was weird but cool, so I yanked it and just changed the Ursa Luna to regular. And yeah, now we have this beautiful team that was very successful at Perth Regionals. Very happy with it.
Yeah, and yeah, you got second place at Perth Regionals. You released a full team report, which is an excellent watch. Definitely recommend, and that'll be linked in the description if you're watching on YouTube later on. Let me put it in Twitch chat as well for anyone checking out right now. But yeah, go check out Dimitri's YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him. Give him some love. And go watch the full team report. But if you want to do a quick recap of the regional, I'd love to hear a little bit about your tournament run.
Going through it, Chris Ma was one of the ones where I almost lost. I had to make a big call. Shout out to the O2 Drop podcast. They're lovely people there, but very strong opponent there. Going a bit further up, Brendan Robertson was my winning in round. Well, the winning in that I got. Very interesting matchup. I've been practicing a lot into the Armor Rouge Hard Trick Room, so I felt very confident going into it. Um, we'll skip over into day two. For my day two round, I had a lot of prep into what I thought was my day two round one opponent, which was a swamp team. We got given our pairings the night of. The morning of, before we started our rounds, they actually did a repair and I paired into Jim Sullivan. Now, Jim Sullivan's actually a close friend of mine, and we've done a lot of practice games. Well, a lot of games on Showdown playing against one another. So it was really weird to play him, but it was a very close set. And in game three, we ended up pulling through. Round nine was really an interesting round. Game one, I won pretty convincingly. Game two, I lost. Game three, it was in a very tight board state. And then the worst possible thing happens. We get a disconnect.
Oh no.
So for my top eight winning in round, when I have never won a winning in before, I had to play sudden death. Usually I'd be very panicked. I'd be a bit nervous, but I think this time I just felt like it was my time. I've spent so many majors being at this position and not pushing through. Um, I completely mixed up my game plan for game four, and I think it paid off well, and I was able to get the win over Timothy. Um, my top 16 match against Martin. I actually played him in round 7, and he beat me 0-2. Which obviously you don't want, but it sort of helps because they're going into it with, oh, it's going to be an easy match, whereas I'm going into it thinking, 10 times harder than they are.
Mhm.
Me and my team building group all worked together to come up with some unique game plans into his team. Game 1, we actually ended up bringing Kilowattrel in the back into a hard trick room team, which you never want to do. But it worked very well, and we got a 2-0 win. Um, Next up into Peter, I'll go into game 1. Game 1 was over. There was no way I should have won this match. I had Kilowattrel and Golden Go versus his Electabuzz, King Gambit, Rillaboom, and Sneasler. But I still had the Sucker Punch Mind Games. Uh, I was playing against. I kept calling when he was going to click Sucker Punch into my Nasty Plot on my Golden Go. So I ended up getting 5 to 6 Nasty Plots up before promptly guessing the right turn to attack to win the game. I was very excited at that moment. I actually banged on the table. I almost got a warning for causing a nuisance, I guess. But that was a really tight game. Against Joji, Joji is one of the best players in the world. Game 1, I got incredibly lucky. The way he thinks about the game is honestly something that should be like documented. It's incredible. Game 2, he washed me, and game 3, I just came up with a unique plan that he wasn't preparing for, and it really helped me. Last but not least, Oliver Ramsey is one of Australia's best, a really strong player. I thought I had him game 1, but he called my Ursaluna switch in, and then game 2, he was much more convincing in his victory. Couldn't think of someone more deserving of the title. So yeah, that was a quick overview of my tournament run.
Yeah, and we got to talk to Oliver on Top Takes a few weeks ago as well.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in hearing about that from his perspective, check that out.
One version of the team that I was testing a bit is the Vivleon version with Rillaboom. I think that's really strong as well. Just fast spores is very broken.
I've
and
always
plus
said
down
that team was made by a bunch of DOU players, and so I say that team, they just found out about Sleep Cloth not being in VGC, and they decided to run Vivillon and Amogus.
Ooh, okay, another top 1000 player.
All right, this should be fun. We're running a real rain team here. They got their Soak
Okay.
Intellion to help out their Arcaludon.
Oh, is that what you think it is? Okay. That does make sense. Okay. Rain is a bit dicey with this team. It can be touch and go. I'm trying to think. The Trick Room mode doesn't seem too bad here.
Okay.
I don't mind the Trick Room mode. Yeah, so I don't mind. Probably what Incin, P2, Among Us, Ursaluna.
Ursaluna. Yeah, it's like a little tricky because of the Azu, funnily enough. But
Yeah,
we'll make do. Now,
yeah.
before we start, what do you think Intellion's speed stat is off the top of your head?
I'm gonna guess. I'm not good with the base speeds. I'm gonna guess something like 180.
It's faster than that.
Like-
It's faster than that. It is slower than Kilowattrel. I look it up right now, but it is faster than that. It's based
Alright,
it's based
good.
120, so it hits 189.
189. Okay, so it's same as Sneasel.
Yeah, 120. Yeah, base 120 speed, right?
Oh, perfect. Alrighty. Yeah, it seems like they have a lot of fast mons on this team, so I think the Trick Room option will work pretty well. Alrighty. Do you think it is... Is it Cloak?
That's the
Surely
scary
it's not
part,
Cloak.
right? Is like, what if they're Cloak? They
'Cause I've been boomed by Cloak Mons next to Terra Ghost Archaladon. It happens, you know?
man.
So
There's no... Okay. Do you think it's more likely they're Cloak or more likely they're Terra Ghost? Because I think baking out the Archaludon is the safer play.
yeah.
But
I think, look,
it gives them a stamina proc, but it is the safer play.
yeah, I think that's fine.
And we Trick Room?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think even if they hit us with a super effective Electro Shot, it shouldn't...
Oh, don't like to see that. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I got scared. I've had too many horror stories of this, Okay, is that Stamina? Satch. That's fine.
Yeah, it's either Stalwart or because Stalwart is also cool with this because Snipe Shot ignores redirection, right? So, does Snipe Shot ignore redirection? I know it ignores like Storm Drain. Anyways,
Stalwart, yeah, it does stop redirection, which is pretty good. Okay. One thing we can do here is, if we want to, we can Terra P2 to get out of the soak.
Mhm.
And we could double the Inteleon.
I like it.
Either we... Did we get the special attack boost?
We did.
On P2?
Yeah.
Alright, we did. I'm thinking if U-turn Terra Blast is enough to KO.
I think it is. It's an Italian. Surely it goes down.
It's a Failmon. And then we can either bring in... We could bring in Eithermon, to be honest. Like, putting things to sleep with Amoonguss is really nice. Or just bringing in the Ursaluna and then getting the KO is also nice. Let's see.
See, if they protect this all for naught. That is a slower mon. It could double protect
Yeah,
here.
that is a slower one. Okay.
No?
Hey, let's go.
They have Covert Cloak. Why would they have protect?
Yeah, no, don't need it. Come on, Insane.
All right.
Beautiful.
So you're right. We could go into Amoonguss, but we could also go into Ursaluna and just start clicking buttons, right? It's really tempting.
I like clicking the buttons. And even if we want to switch back into like Among Us or something, at least we've got the Flame Orb activated. Yeah.
Like, I see an electric type on the field, and I say, I really want to start clicking my ground moves.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Alrighty, Azu.
So, like,
Okay.
if I'm them, I'm switching to Pelipper and the Archaludon, and I'm water moving the Ursa, right?
Yeah.
But they could play rough. I don't know if I'm so, like...
So, is it, if we just click Protect and bring in, so Protect on Ursaluna and bring in Among Us,
What's the
would that be
punish?
pretty safe from us? Yeah.
I think so. I like that, yeah.
It's
Because worst case, we for the hopefully not Sap Zipper Azu. And...
Look, it's either huge power and we can spore it, or it's Sap Sipper and it's not killing us. So
or they soak us right now.
Yeah.
It's Sap.
Oh no.
It's got it.
Oh, no.
No, I don't believe
that's
that.
I think that is. Surely that's Sap Sipper. You reckon?
No. Because I think you're right. Even if they switch to Pelipper and their Sap Zipper, they still will not knock us out. I don't believe in Sap Zipper at all.
Yeah.
And then if they... Amoonguss is certainly slower, so we can very safely Spore and Headlong, and they don't really have anything they can do, I think. Like, I can Aqua Jet, right? We'd switch out eventually, but we'll do that at some point.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe play.
Or unless... Facade will also pick up the Archaludon, right?
Because it's not...
It's not stamina, and it's Terra, so we should pick up, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is safer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's slower?
We got boomed. We got boomed.
Oh my god, it is! Yo! How is it slower than us? It's like
We got boomed!
I'm sorry?
It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. Not the Sam Sipper Azure with Encore Parish.
Alright. It's still doable. Because... Oh my god, that was crazy. So we go P2 here, right? We should get another special attack boost. And then we can pivot Ursa Luna into Instant. They can't...
Yeah. Alright. P2. Bring P2 in.
Because it's just a damage dealer. We can start clicking Terra Blast. And I wonder what they have last, because they're not playing like they have... They're not playing like they have the Pelipper last.
Yeah.
But we got to do this. This is never in doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
And then I still just kind of want to Terra Blast. I just want to throw damage out into this guy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have speed on your Amoonguss, do you? You're just 50 speed, right?
Yeah, no, it's just a regular Amoonguss. I'll have a quick look at Azu's speed.
Alright, because if this is Goldie, this Terra Blast is not doing a lot, which is actually kind of spooky.
Okay.
Pelipper, that's a little better. At least we're breaking a potential stash here.
Yeah. Okay. So, min speed Azu hits 49 speed. So it just underspeeds us.
Interesting. So this is the last turn of Perish for P2, so it does have to go out here. Do you think Knockoff picks up? Because we're AV, right? So we have attack investment. So does Knockoff pick up Pelipper from here?
It depends on their spread. I know that we're going to live a Weather Ball.
Yeah.
So it's sort of safe to click... Oh. Do we click U-turn to get into the Ursa Luna? Because
we have to switch Porygon 2 out. We have to switch Porygon 2 out because the last turn to Perish.
Oh yeah, alright, sorry. I've lost count. Yeah, done. Alright, knock off.
So
yeah.
And they can water move us, but I think we live it because it is Sap Sipper. It's like base 50 attack stat. So
yeah, it should be fine. It's just only if they should have Weather Ball the Ursa Luna in this position actually, so it should be okay.
Yep.
They hard switch.
And this is also their last. Yeah, that was the last turn to Perish on Azu as well, so they had to switch that. I could see protecting here for sure. But if we take the knockout here, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, absolutely beautiful.
Jesus.
P2's Perish was 3. Oh, did I mistake that? Did we switch it in after they Perish?
Okay.
Why do you think they Choice Scarf?
That's interesting. Alright,
I guess I could have checked that here, right? This does show Perish. It does.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. So we don't live a double up here.
Yeah, I think Muddy Water should do less damage. Electroshot is threatening a KO on... It depends on their investment. I'm not sure... I'm not confident in Ursa Luna taking this.
We can protect, but then we lose to a double up onto the instant, right?
Yeah.
So
I think maybe attack.
I think we just attack?
I think.
Oh, it's Posada Spirit, yeah. And they have to pick a target, and we make a trade. You think we live the Muddy Water?
We're about to find out.
All right.
We're about to find out. Alright, because I know if they double Electroshot will... Yeah, the double will kill us from that side.
Ah!
Nah, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, because even if we protected, then they were still in the same spot next turn, right? Where we have to live
yeah,
the water.
I think we needed to attack that turn regardless, because as you said, if... Oh, we could have pressured with the Perish from there.
We could have... Oh, you're right. I forgot that they also would have to potentially switch out.
Yeah.
You know what we could have done? We could have protected Ursa, switched to P2, maybe live the double up. We would have taken a lot of damage from the double up. and then switch back out.
Because then they could have hurricaned us the next turn, and it's
Yeah.
yeah. I think maybe hard switch into P2. In hindsight, that makes sense. That was the play.
I don't think we got there anyways. I think we were losing that regardless.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a freeze, I guess.
Yeah, done.
They're giving up. They're giving up a Mon.
I think he thinks that he has us here with the KO.
They probably do, right? Electric Shot into Hurricane probably does pick up.
I think P2's a bulky one, but no, it's not that bulky. It's not that. Alrighty.
That was insane. That was insane.
Yeah, look. Sap Super Azu. That's the meta with Encore. Like, unfortunate we don't have any more mages to abuse it with, but
Right. I don't know why Wolf was using Polytud when Sap Super Azu is right there.
Sap Super Azu with Encore is right there, man.
Oh man.
Skill issue, maybe. You didn't see it. Oh yeah.
We got so the Encore that's slower than the Amoongus too is crazy.
Yeah, I had to check that for myself, and I was just like, I couldn't believe that it was, 49 speed, just perfect. You know?
Insane.
Encore Super Azu. You don't look. It's always the ones you least expect that get you on these ladder runs.
That's the fun part, right? Like that's really what it's all about.
Ooh, top 500. Okay.
500. That's where we want to be. A lot of Flamigo. I don't like that there's so much Flamigo on ladder right now.
Yeah, there is a fair bit of Flamigo going out there. Trying to think if they ever bring their Murkrow here. Sort of feels like they'd lean into just a lot of like good mons, if that makes sense. They wouldn't. I think bringing our own Tailwind mode is pretty good here.
Okay, yeah.
The bear. So there's an argument for the bear. There's an argument for Incin as well. I think Incin's good at pressuring Flamigo.
Sure.
If it at least we force out a Terror or something, and then I think those two at the top is pretty strong.
And then Goldie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, so like some of their leads, they're probably specs on their Goldie. So I don't know. I could see them bringing Murkrow here. They could see us being a little faster. I feel like I'm leading T-Tar into the Kilowattrel if I'm them. So I do like the Incin for that. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's roll it. Let's see how that goes. They're still thinking. They got a lot of options.
Yeah, 100%. Worst case scenario, I think the good thing about Incin is it can take on most of the other mons. So if we need to protect Kilowattrel for a turn and then use Incin offensively or defensively, we can. And it sort of opens up some opportunities for us. Alrighty.
Alright, this is kind of spooky. But notably, like, if their Flamigo is Sash, they are also losing their Sash, right? Like, that's not the worst thing.
I was going to say, I really don't mind this. I think Fake Out T-Tar and Thunderbolt Flamigo is pretty good here.
Like, I mean, Terra Ghost is spooky, but if they don't Terra Ghost, then, what's the punish, right? Next turn, they lose Sash. Yeah. We also, like, lose our Flamigo to go down to a Rock Slide. -1 Rock Slide.
Yeah.
Does it go down to a -1 Rock Slide? It might live it, right?
Oh, you're asking me. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Okay. So then we can even T-Bolt U-turn, and then next turn we get a Tailwind off as well.
Yeah. After the Intimidate, it should live one Rock Slide, so it should be fine. I like that play.
Am I air slashing in case the Garchomp comes in? Or is that not worth it? Please tell me air slash Chaos Flamigo.
I can't promise you that. I can't promise you that. I'd take like Thunderbolt, U-turn, and if they bring in T-Tar, it's fine. It's
all right.
I can't promise you that, man. It's definitely a Pokemon of all time. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a Pokemon.
This is
of
all
all
right.
time.
This is all right
I like
because
it.
even though, assuming we live this, and I'm trusting you that we do, we can get our Ursa in, right? And we just get Tailwind Earthquakes off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a Flamigo. It doesn't do any damage. What do you...
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna live. We're gonna live. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I didn't want to be made out to be a liar. I was quickly like, let me just type in the chat. All right. From this position, we're definitely clicking Tailwind.
Yep.
I like Facade into the Guard. Do we need a Facade the Garchomp?
I'm like,
Tailwind's a lock.
yeah.
I like Terra Fairy Facade the Garchomp.
Sure, I can see it. I think they're gonna Terra. I think there's a world where we just double protect to scout out the Terra because we will live on 1 HP with the Kilowattrel. But
that probably makes sense as well. As long as we live.
I think I saw we took
I don't mind
12,
that
so we should live it, and then we can scout out a Terra and see what they go for.
Scout out the Terras, scout out Protect.
Because normally they're AV Garchomp, they're AV Tyranitar, so they won't be able to protect it. So once we see that they are committing their Terra, we can very safely facade that slot as well.
Beautiful.
They have a Goldie, but then they would have to bring their Goldie into Ursaluna, and that's also really awkward for them.
Yeah.
I was also thinking, what if we just raw facade the Tyranitar, call them out, which would have been kind of a sick play right here.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times in my tournament run, or just even like practice, that's what you just go for, because it's just... It doesn't make sense not to Terra, you know? So, yeah, you get rewarded for making the bigger play.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to Terra Ursaluna this turn.
This turn
We
we're
could probably just
Tailwinding.
Tailwind
I mean, I guess we could
Facade.
T-Bolt, but I don't think it picks up.
Nah, I'd heavily doubt it.
And then I still want to KO the Garchomp, right? I think that's the scary one.
If we're KOing the Garchomp, we need to Terra then, so they can't low kick us.
Sure. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because they have Flamigo and an Unknown, and the Unknown could be Goldie, but I still think we have to Facade.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, they didn't protect. For what it's worth, if I'm them, like, switching to Goldie is like a very reasonable play. I'm not clicking Earthquake or Headlong here, right? Like, that is a play they can make.
Yeah.
They also could be Sandvale, and we could just dodge.
Don't bring it into existence, please. Don't bring it.
All right.
Alright, we got the hit, alright? And that's gone for now. We don't need to worry.
They're not even Sandvale. It's good. It's all good. Actually, that's worse,
okay.
but...
They go for low kick,
Sick.
does nothing. Alright, and we get a free switch in.
Get a free switch in. We just got Tailwind up, so Goldie is just, like, chilling here, right?
Yeah, perfect. I think... Yeah, just Shadow Ball Facade.
Yeah, like, they can bring in their, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of chip damage, but, they can bring in their Flamigo. I want to... Do you think Make It Rain picks up AV Tyranitar from here?
Make It Rain, pick up...
The Assault Vest Tyranitar from here.
It's a bit touch and go, so I'm not too sure.
All right.
I would say...
But does Shadow Ball pick up Flamigo from here is the other question.
Sorry, 1 second. I would say Shadow Ball should.
I don't know if it does.
What if we Make It Rain Facade? Is that...
That's what I'm thinking.
Safe or
Make
what?
It Rain and then Facade the Tyranitar, right?
Yeah, I think that's safe on all accounts.
Because if they wide guard, we're still chilling.
Yeah, that's fine. Like they can have that. If they've got Golden Go in the back, from there we've got Incineroar, and we can just kick off the Flamigo. Yeah, I think that's fine. Look, Make It Rain was it wasn't the best way, but it was the safe play.
Yeah.
and we can't lose off it. So I'm pretty happy with that play.
No, I think that was the play that I'm trying to think, because like Make It Rain probably wouldn't have KO'd Flamigo from there, right? And so, but they had to attack that turn with Flamigo to have a chance.
Yeah.
And even then, it would have been at very, very low health.
Yeah. Alrighty.
And now we see the last one is Volcarona, which should lose to the instant 1v1, right? Because we still have full health and AV. We can just target down the Flamigo here.
Yeah.
And we even have another turn of Tailwind, so good nasty plot.
I'm not. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
What's the harm in it, right? Like, they.
No. I'll never be against clicking. Oh, okay. I think we're still fine. Because Facade will pick up Volcarona.
Yep.
We can fake out the Flamigo next turn. Yeah, perfectly fine.
I think so, because I think Flybless will pick up the Flamigo anyways.
Because they need a close combat to get rid of the Golden Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, with the Brave Bird chip, it yeah, makes it very manageable.
I don't even click Fake Out here, for what it's worth. I think that Fake Out is the way we lose the game, if they're Covert Club.
Yeah.
I guess not. We still have a turn of Tailwind. I guess there's no actual harm in doing it. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They have already Terra'd, I believe. Oh, okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Or they just don't have Protect, I guess.
Yeah. I guess they knew they just had no out, so they probably just clicked the buttons that was quicker and just attacked so they lose.
Yeah.
End the game as quickly as possible. Alrighty, we took down Victor.
Yeah, and that was a very convincing win. That was the best showcase so far.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing I like about this team against these sort of like teams with Tailwind. They see the P2, they don't want to bring Tailwind. So it's just it's really strong into those sort of teams, and just Ursaluna just picks so many one-hit KOs with the Facade. It's just really good. Top 1000 almost. One more game.
I'm telling you, this is so, like, maybe it's because you're here and you're talking me through it. This is so much easier than Great Ball Rank.
Look, I was gonna say, to be honest, you're talking me out of a lot of bad plays, so I'm happy we're both here working together, and we're climbing the ladder.
Absolutely,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Alrighty. For this one, I think it is Kilowattrel Insane.
Okay.
I think you want to sort of pressure the Dragonite. You want to pressure. I know they have a lot of things that can threaten Insane, but worst case scenario, we can Tailwind U-turn out if we need to get Insane out of a position.
So I'm scared of the Corviknight if they aggro out the Kilowattrel in the early game. So I assume we have to bring Goldie here, right?
Yeah, 100%. And no surprise. I like the bear.
Of course.
I think the bear comes. I'll be honest. Most games, those top 4 are the ones I bring. I just don't even. There's such a solid core altogether. They all complement one another.
Mm-hmm.
The relationship that Kilowattrel has with Ursaluna and Golden Go is really good. Among Us, there's a bit of Among Us hate this meta, so it's like Among Us can't always come.
Right.
P2's nice, but then you sort of go in that Trick Room route, so then it's a different game plan.
It does feel a little awkward with the way these Pokemon are trained to often as a Porygon 2. It certainly is good occasionally, but Among Us has been very strong whenever we brought it as well. Except for into the Sapsip or Azure.
You gotta be careful. Sapsip or Azure. I think we're pretty safe to fake out Thunderbolt. The core.
Sure. And fake out the Garchomp.
Fake out the Garchomp. Fake out the Garchomp.
Now, how much does it do to Corviknight? Be honest.
I want to say it does 50, 55.
Okay. That's about. I thought it'd do a little more than that.
I believe it.
I would hope it
will
2 shots. I'd really hope it 2 shots.
Look, yeah, I'm thinking this turn, like, so if they attack, we're fine. If they click Tailwind, we still have our Sash.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in a relatively good position here.
Yeah, and
we'll
even if they click Tailwind, we can do something like... No, they didn't. So I was gonna say we could protect the Corviknight and get a U-turn off, and then reposition our Instant to get another Fake Out live. Good play on their part, though, right? Just like if they protect the Garchomp here, it's very safe. They didn't, but even then, they're not taking very much damage. And notably, they are Sandveil. We did see that part, so
yeah.
We're gonna have fun with that.
Yeah. Okay. So protect Kilo is pretty safe here.
If I'm them, right, I'm stomping the Instant every time, right? We don't have a good switch into that. We're like losing our Instant.
We do have Terra Grass if we're willing to rip it. I don't think it's terrible.
I think we kind of have to. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't have any other way to keep the Instant alive here. I also don't mind attacking with Kilowattrel because it lives in attack, right? From either of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, and like the other thing is, a lot of people are scared of Covert Cloak. They will play around Covert Cloak because that's what I think a lot of people ran on the other Kilowattrel teams that I've seen. So
I guess as well, it's like it could be Covert Cloak and it also could be Terra Ghost. So yeah, definitely playing around that is a smart idea.
Because we could have also, oh, now that I say it, we could have Terra Ghosted the, oh, well, I didn't see that one coming. Well, we live it. It did 20, right?
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. It's okay, I think.
That's a 5-hit too, and we live that.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, we will get outsped now.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
That is a play. That is a play for them.
Yeah, that's a really aggressive play. But we got rid of the biggest threat to our Ursaluna. I guess that's not entirely true, right? The Corviknight is still there.
Look, I think overall the Ursaluna will be okay into the core. I think, yeah, we bring in Ursaluna, we get the Flame Orb going.
And we get another
and
Intimidate off.
Bring Instant back in.
Right, and now the Garchomp, sure, it's a +1 speed. It's a -1 defense and -2 attack. And they can go Corvi, but we can click Fake Out. We can even switch out. Honestly, if they bring in Corvi, I kind of just want to immediately pivot out the Instant because they're
I don't mind that play
because they're obviously switching out, right? Or they're Brave Birding.
Alrighty. I sort of like the idea of getting rid of everything around Corviknight.
Right. So, I could see Fake Out Corvi and Facade, but I feel like they're switching out the Chomp.
Into Tyranitar.
Presumably into Tyranitar.
Headlong?
We could Headlong, because it also covers Goldie.
Yeah.
And if we Fake Out, or do we want to switch?
I don't mind the switch play that you suggested, because then we can bring in Fake Out next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mind Headlong. And as well, by switching out Incineroar, here we get him.
It's just that easy.
Come on, come on. Unless it's Dragonite, then we're cool.
Just that easy. Oh, we're so cooked.
Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked. Oh, I didn't count for that, man. I didn't count for that, I'll be honest with you. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I think we just got boomed, man. I think we just got boomed.
Yeah, we thought we had the read. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
They haven't Terra'd yet either, right? So, oh man.
Yes.
I mean, we got a Shadow Ball.
Yeah, I think we get rid of that.
We want to really aggressively call them out by like protecting and facading that slot. But I think that like if I'm them, if I have Tailwind, I'm clicking. We can't lose the Goldie. We can't ever lose the Goldie. Yeah. I'm down to protect and facade and say we got to get this call right to win the game.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Nah. Because like, are they just gonna give us the Goldie? Okay. Were they just gonna give it to us?
They protected. They didn't. Okay.
But like, okay. But now that we've clicked it once, right? Surely they won't let us just Shadow Ball again, right? Like we got speed. I
think they might. I think they might. All right. What if we go for the Shadow Ball? Because I'm thinking if we go for Shadow Ball, then they have to Terra, and then we can fake them out. Do we Shadow Ball protect?
If we Shadow Ball with Goldie and they Terra, and they KO our Goldie, we do just immediately lose the game because we never KO the Corviknight. So we have to say that they're not terraing and we're outspeeding, and I'm facading this Corviknight, right? Because either if we don't KO the Goldie this turn, or if they either that or they're protecting the Goldie, right? If they protect the Goldie, we can still win. But like, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
What? That's bulky. All right.
That's a bulky man.
All right. I mean, yeah. I guess that is. I don't think we had a shot. I think they had us the entire game. I don't. Or we live. Maybe not. Maybe we do have a chance.
What's going on?
No, they doubled us. They knew their calcs.
Okay.
I don't.
It's fine. We'll. All right. Cook, do we have to Flare Blitz the bird to get the KO? Like, get a crit or something? I'm trying to think how we get out of this.
We don't, because we're Terra Grass, so they're at, their Brave Bird will pick us off no matter what. They're at +2.
Yeah, we're faster with both.
We're faster with both?
So, well, didn't Ursaluna go before?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure. So we can headlong the Goldie and Flare Blitz and get a crit. I think that's really the out, right?
Crit burn. Yeah, crit burn. Easy. We'll do it.
I mean, crit on its own hopefully gets there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alrighty, we firm that. That's fine. Crit.
That's not a crit. Burn?
Burn.
One time for the fans?
Burn.
Nah.
Okay.
The air balloon Goldie, man. We thought we had such a good read on that play.
So hard. You cooked so hard. I was like, this man, he's thinking like 4D. He's in another dimension. I was so impressed. The bloody air balloon. So, both times we've had issue with the Golden Go, it's because of, the grassy seed, or it's the air balloon, or it's,
That was insane. We can't get out of this anymore.
Look, alright, for some reason he needs to go for Scale Shot and he needs to miss twice, I think.
True.
Yeah. There's an out. Yeah, fair enough. You can just do that as well. Look, if there's a way to go out, I'll go out that way.
That was pretty great. I mean, that's the best of one ladder for you, right? That's just how it goes. Japanese players, man, that's the thing I've noticed is that I feel like in the GCs recently I've been doing pretty well, and I haven't been facing anything like too outrageous. Usually I feel like I'm the one bringing the outrageous stuff. But then you play on the Battle Stadium ladder and you play against players like this and you're like, oh no, there's levels to it.
Yeah, they're on another planet, some of these people.
I'm a big fan of the marks, and especially of like the older marks. I think it's always really cool to see them.
Yeah, I personally I wasn't that big on the marks. I'd get my Master Ball tier marks and just run with that. But I think I've been bitten with the mark sort of bug. I sort of want to keep. For the rest of my teams, like I'm going to EUIC, and I do intend on getting some marks on, my team for EUIC.
Yeah.
Just makes it feel more personal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always cool. I always try to get some marks on my Pokemon, even if it's just like the Master Ball one or the Best Friends one, right? Like, but for some of the easier to catch Pokemon, I've been trying to do the cooler marks, that are a little easier. Yeah.
Alrighty. We pretty much just go with the same game plan that we usually do for the mirror.
All right.
So
Kilowattrel, and then we go. You said Incin or Ursa?
Yep. Incin on the lead.
We got
Golden goes good.
And then, will you bring Ursa or you bring P2 here?
It's one of those things where you could bring either. They're both really good. Our Ursa Luna will be faster than a lot of them on, so I'm pretty comfortable bringing in the Ursa Luna.
Let's do it.
Yeah, easy. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom one sec.
I'll do my best without you.
Yeah. You got this, bro. You got.
All right. What we got? I don't know if I can play without Dimitri. I don't know how to do this. Okay, on second thought. So here's the thing: is without having someone next to me, I am so much more likely to make like dog shit aggressive plays, right? Like, what if we just fucking U-turn out into the Ursa Luna right now? We just hard go for it. We just say, yeah, they're not gonna spore the Incin. No, that's really bad. That's a really bad play. But I really want to protect U-turn. It's such a good play if we pull it off. I mean, to get the Tailwind. What if I Air Slash Flare Blitz the Amoonguss? Is that too aggressive? He's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, "What did you do? Why did you do that for? What do you mean you thought that was gonna knock it out?" Okay, fair enough. What if I do it again? All right, what do we do into the Goldie Shroom lead? They just have it protected, and I had to talk myself out of some really aggressive plays. I need an adult here. So they think I shouldn't T-Bolt the Amoonguss, assuming that they're going to Terra Water it.
Alright, so are you just neutral special attack?
Yeah. So what if I T-Bolt Flare Blitz or T-Bolt knock off the T-Bolt Flare Blitz the like Goldengo?
I think Flare Blitz is a good, just to be
right. Like they have to Rage Powder then. If they don't Rage Powder, they lose their Mon. They just protected it.
Yeah, perfect. I like that.
Or they do that. Oh, we might be fucked. Okay. Knockoff would have been so good. I really should have knocked off.
Yeah.
But they are Terra Watering, man. I could have done it.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't think Thunderbolt would have picked up. So, so no harm done. Unless they might have Rage Powdered.
No.
Okay.
All right, so we're getting spored here. Now what? I don't think that, most players are not going to spore an Incin in close team sheet, right? It's always nice. Yeah. I assume the Kilowattrel just has to wake up.
Yeah.
We don't have anything that really wants to take it and back.
Yeah. If you want to be safe, you can U-turn into gold.
Yeah. I could also just knock off.
Or you can just knock it off. You can just knock off the...
I could knock off the loaded dice. I could knock off the citrus berry potentially. I don't hate knocking off the citrus berry.
Yeah,
Get some guaranteed value off. That's like a pollen puff, right? That's surely not a spore. It's never a spore.
You never know online. You never know online.
You think that's T-Bolt range?
It's getting there. It's getting. Alright, cool. He went for pollen.
And so here's the other thing now, is that because I did that play, they're never going to spore again, because why would you ever click knockoff that turn if you aren't goggles, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna click spore into you.
I could
So scale shot should pick up here into you.
What do you think about
Do you
this?
ever bring in gold and U-turn?
Do you think it's worth kicking Kilowattrel around if it doesn't wake up this turn? Right? If it wakes up this turn, we get protected.
Yeah, I get the logic. But I think you want to... Okay, I was going to say, I think you want to start, like, U-turning into... U-turning out so that you have the Intimidate and the fake-out pressure.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the Intimidate would have been good here. Because if they do spore, then we are kind of screwed.
Yeah, because like once you bring in Goldinger, it's like they can't do anything into you. Because like, I think they might even just go for the spore this turn to see what happens.
Right. They might pollen pop again, honestly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
They know what they're doing. They're playing like a good player. We're playing like crackheads.
Yeah.
I maybe should have thought that through a little more, but I feel like Goldie here is pretty safe. And now I want to U-turn out. How many Return to Tailwind do they have? 2. And now they're like weakened as well. So I can Nasty Claw here pretty safely.
Yeah.
And then I do think I want to U-turn off this turn.
Yeah.
Like, they've been pollen puffing. Man, they really could spore this turn, and it'd be really smart because they'd spore our Ursaluna, right? Like, it'd be pretty sick.
I think your Incineroar being awake is more important than your
I think I agree.
Ursaluna being awake.
I think I agree. Am I U-turning off the Dragonite, or am I U-turning? I think it's off the Dragonite, right? The value you get if you hit the Dragonite is too high.
I'm like, it never works. Okay. Who's Chipper?
Goldengo.
Okay.
Right. Isn't that the event Goldengo is always chipper?
Sorry?
The event Goldengo is always the chipper.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, yeah. I think we've played this immaculately, by the way. I think we've baited them into making the wrong play. Now they say U-turn and they're like, wait a second, he was AV the whole time.
Look, I want to say you're saying we played this immaculately. I think you have. I'm just here along for the ride, you know. Okay.
They have 1 turn of Tailwind left. We can Terra Flying this turn if we want to, or we can double protect.
I think if they double into you can still. What if is it ever protect and bring in Incin again?
We can protect, go Incin, and then I think we're just playing a speed tie at that point, right?
Yeah.
Or
you can double attack if you want to go. No, actually, because Ursaluna they don't have Terra, so.
Right. So we can Shadow Ball Earthquake, right?
Yeah.
And
Earthquake might not pick. I'd headlong just to be.
Too late. I want to KO both. I'm a greedy
fine,
player.
It's fine to work. We'll fine.
No, this is gonna be Dragonite.
If it.
Oh, all right. That's value. This is what flying's for. Listen. I saw it on the team sheet. I'm like, I gotta click this at least once.
Yeah. we gotta click at least Earthquake, Terra Flying, something once. You know. This was GC tech, by the way. Oh, they boomed us, but it's fine. It's fine.
We take a KO here. We take 2 KOs here.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't take 2 because if we had long, we might have. No, we never KO Mugus. That's okay. This is like good damage. They have Incin in back and Dragonite in back. We outspeed both of them.
And they don't have their what's the item? They don't have the loaded dice.
They don't have the dice.
Yeah. All right.
And we have our instant in back. They can go instant and click fake out into one of the slots, but the other slot takes a facade.
Yeah. Okay, have we been able to determine the speed at all
I don't
of the other instant?
think so. They did not lead the instant. They let him move Goldie. We can protect here, right?
Protect. Double protect ain't bad.
What do they do to double protect?
The only thing is if they bring in Dragonite this turn, so they fake out Gold and go bring in Dragonite. So I'm thinking you either protect and bring in your own Incineroar.
I like that. I like that.
Or you protect and facade.
I like protect, bring in our own instant.
Okay.
If they don't go into Dragonite, which it doesn't look like they did. No, we're slower. That's actually a little awkward because we're not getting the Intimidate off. Because they're gonna be slower.
Yeah, I was thinking like what you could do is you could protect Golden Go, fake out, facade the Among Us, and if it switches into Dragonite, you do good damage, and they'd need to fake out the Ursaluna, which is not as likely.
Right. Well, I was thinking they would fake out the Ursaluna. I think that's the scary one in this situation. Yeah.
Fair enough. You called it.
So now they have E-Speed pressure on Goldie. If they have it, we don't know they have it. We've seen Scale Shot Tailwind.
Yeah.
So we have fake out pressure, but then we might lose the Goldie. How do we get out of this one? So we're plus 2, right? No, we don't. We're not. We're at neutral. We're plus 2. So we can fake out, make it rain, and if they don't protect, then we're in a good spot. But it's like, do they have protect or do they have E-Speed? Is really the question here.
I think they protect.
I think they protect.
Look, your call. I think they protect Dragonite.
I don't. Well, just like whatever you say, and I'll do the opposite.
I bow down to you, sir.
That's the thing is like, when I played my Dragonite in the GC.
This is why the king, the goat. I'll never doubt you again. I'll never doubt you.
When I played my Dragonite in the GC, I was so disrespectful because I just dropped Protect as well. I ran Ice Spinner to beat Psy Spam. Right? Like, it's so easy. It has so many moves at once. Like, you just, it's so hard to fit it on, and in close team sheet, it's so, like, you can't respect Protect unless they reveal it sometimes, especially at a Pokemon like Dragonite.
Definitely.
Now, do we win the game?
It depends on speeds.
Do I Earthquake here? Like, just
or
do I have to?
I think you headlong the instant.
Surely Facade then, right?
Well, facade's fine. Yeah, sorry.
Facade the instant, and then we just knock off. I guess, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Just knock.
Yeah, it all depends on the speed.
Ah, unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Wait, are we in this? Do we win?
Bow down.
I think we win, right? Purely we outdamaged them even with Spore.
Because we got Assault Vest. Pollen Pop's not doing as much.
Okay, and they wasted a turn too.
Oh, he got booed. Okay, that's a...
Oh my god.
What a roller coaster of events, man. What a roller coaster. The instant was only -1, wasn't it? I'm so surprised. That must have been no investment.
Yeah, it must have been no investment.
Yeah. Look, I think I need you, I think I need you watching me when I'm doing my GC runs, and you need to tell me what plays to do, honestly.
You gotta understand, you had to talk me out of some really, really aggressive plays. Like, the thing is, I've realized when I play the GC, I don't make plays like that. I really don't. I play very conservatively. I think that that's the way to do it. But there's a voice in the back of my head saying, the Amogus is gonna tear water. You really should Thunderbolt it. And it's always there.
It's like the angel and the devil on your shoulder talking different things. Thunderbolt the Amogus. Thunderbolt.
I remember I was playing in the GC, and there was like one game where they were like they're not gonna ever click Tailwind, Make It Rain into my Ninetales Annihilate, right? I can just attack, and they did it, and I was like, man, if I Terra Fired and I switched to Magmar, I immediately won. And from then on, every single time they led Goldengo, I was like, nope, just switching out to Magmar, clicking Terra Fire, making the safe play every time. I never lost another game to it, right? That's really how you're supposed to play it. But, it's just that voice in your head that tells you what you... All right, I think I have energy for one more. It's a little past midnight here, local time. So let's
totally, no worries at all. And let's push this over to top 500.
Yeah, let's end it a win at the very least.
Yeah, done.
All right.
Alrighty.
I think this is the first Sneasler we faced all day.
I think it is, and this team was designed to do well into Sneasler.
Right. I mean, the point of Kilowattrel, like you said, is that it outspeeds Sneasler.
Yeah.
And this is probably Grassy Seed, so it's not going to matter.
They all do well into Sneasler, because it's like Kilowattrel, can't get paralyzed. If it gets poisoned, whatever. Anyways.
So, what are you thinking here?
Do we just go BB? I think. I don't mind, because if they lead the Gambit mode, BB's pretty good into that.
Mm-hmm.
If they lead the Rain mode, I think we go alright into that as well. Okay. Now, there could be an argument made for P2 here. There could be an argument made. I like Golden Go into Arch, but I don't like Golden Go into Gambit. But I guess we use.
I don't mind these two, right? That's what you were thinking?
Yeah. I think that's good.
We can Terra fighting the P2 to end game the Gambit if they get to that point, if they get through our initial lead. They might have timed out there, so that was we can check the first 4 mons to see what they would have brought if that's the case.
Done.
We'll see what they lead. That I think was their first 2, right? That might have been a timeout.
Alrighty.
Show me the Grassy Seed.
I think
of course. The one time we face a Sneasler and we don't even outspeed it.
The beauty of us... What's it called? The beauty of us being slower than it is it doesn't have Focus Surge. So we can decide how aggressive we want to go this turn.
So they timed out. So they have the King Gambit instant and back. So I kind of want to preserve the Terra for the Porygon 2 if possible. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do with this Kilowattrel though.
Alright. Okay. We don't have Incineroar to fake out. That's okay. I think we go Double Protect just a bit.
Too late. We've locked in.
No, you know what? I like the attack. We're
gonna get punished so hard for this. We're getting wood hammered. Oh man.
I was gonna say I rate the attack with Ursaluna, but they're not gonna wood hammer us, are they?
Okay. That's okay though.
Okay.
I really didn't think they were gonna wood hammer us, but I didn't think they were protecting.
Yeah. Okay, what I'm thinking is, I think we might... Okay. If I'm them, I'm Diaclawing the... I'm Diaclawing the Kilo, and I'm Woodhammering the Ursaluna. We might need to rip Terra Fairy on Ursaluna and switch into Gold.
I like that.
Yeah.
This King Gambit is going to be a problem if we... This King Gambit is going to be a problem if we Terra Fairy.
Yes, it will.
Alright.
Get rid of Rilla... Oh, we can get rid of Sneasler. Yeah, get rid of Sneasler. I don't mind that.
Facade will pick up, right?
Yeah.
With Grassy Seed? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, like, it maybe should have been get rid of Rilla, because this guy is not... But, like, if we tear a fairy, then we have to get rid of the guy with Dire Claw next turn, right?
Yeah,
So.
definitely. Because then he brings in King Gambit this turn anyway.
Terrifying. It's terrifying.
Ooh.
I'm glad we... Yeah. It's acrobatics.
Okay, good. Who is he attacking?
Yeah, because there's also a world where they Grassy Glide to pick up the Kilowattrel, and they go for a close combat.
Yeah.
Or an acrobatics. So I think either way, the Goldie is pretty safe here.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Beautiful. Okay.
This is still a lot of damage coming out, though. Because we need to get this Ursa off the field to beat the King Gambit.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, this position's a bit rough
Right.
for us. Because you bring in King Gambit here. The Sodom. Yep, okay. Do we need to sack Kilo here?
In which slot?
Sorry? The Ursa Luna slot. So, like, I'm thinking Protect and bring in Kilo to sack it, and then we bring in P2 to potentially set up Trick Room. But we still lose to Glide plus Sucker Punch.
We need to get this Rillaboom off the field, and I don't know how we do that. We can also click Make It Rain here.
Make it rain protect?
Yeah, I like that. And then we can bring Kilowattrel in, and we can force them to deal with it.
Yeah.
I assume we live a Sucker Punch, if they're not Black Glasses. Yeah. And that looks like maybe AV damage? I don't know.
It could be standard.
Excuse me? Well, at least they know the Rillaboom isn't AV, right? We know that much.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so there's the Kowtow. So now we can go Porygon 2 and try to pick up this Rillaboom, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
that sounds like a good play.
And we can sack the Kilowattrel, and then the Ursaluna can hopefully beat the last two are probably Intin, and that's leftovers.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. These item choices, the making it difficult for us.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, the Goldie was really good against the mons they led, and really bad against the mons in back, and we just didn't lead it.
Yeah.
Sadly. I think we have to Ice Beam. We know they're not AV, so they should go down. We get the special attack boost. I think we have to sack the Kilowattrel here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then next turn, they have Incin. We are going to be at -1, and we have to protect, but then we can maybe get through the last two at that point.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way that I can see getting out of this game. Yeah, so we can't set up Trick Room, because then the King Gambit will just outspeed us. Underspeed us.
Perfect.
Okay. We are taking a fat Kowtow.
I think we should, because it's not Black Glasses. Yeah, that's where we get into trouble. Okay.
Do we live the Sucker Punch with Fairy Ursa?
So because it's not Black Glasses, it'll be probably a roll.
Okay. And the other question is the Incin going to be faster than our Ursa? And do they protect the King Gambit? Just all like questions that we got to potentially play around here.
That's the $1 million question at the end of the day. Alright, so do we ever click Protect here?
With Ursa?
Click and Protect?
I think we have to, right? We just have to...
Yeah, we have to, and then...
We can go for Ice Beam. We can try to get a freeze.
I think Ice Beam. I think Ice Beam's the play.
Into the King Gambix, the instant can thaw.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if we're not faster, but at least we can not get Sucker Punched, which, sure, fair enough. They can knock off here, too. They should knock off, I think. Man, we could have just attacked. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They said, please take my instant.
I think...
oh, they didn't.
I don't think Facade would pick up. So, wait, yeah, because it's intimidated, I think Facade would have struggled to pick up.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So, just headlong KO from full.
If they Terra...
They can't Terra. They Terra the Sneasler.
Yes, okay. It depends on their spread, but it should KO from full. I would just double it with Terra Blast and Headlong.
Yeah, that is better than Earthquake. Yeah, because otherwise we don't KO either. All right,
Yeah.
be faster.
Earthquake will never, pick up.
All right.
Oh!
All right. Okay.
Oh man, I didn't think we were gonna live that.
They're not black glasses. They're leftovers.
Yeah, I know. I'm just so used to the Black Glasses damage roll. I'm like, yeah, we're cooked.
All right.
And I also thought like the instant would be faster, and
So now we still have to beat the instant 1v1. I think we do that, right? Because we have recovered.
yeah, we should be fine.
Like if they have knockoff, they can knock us off, right? But we have +1.
Wait, oh yeah, so we don't even need to click Trick Room because we're faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're cooking, because we can
All right.
recover before he. Yeah.
All right.
I never had a doubt that we're gonna take this one home. I always believed in. I never had a single doubt. I'm like, yep, Ursulina's living. Incineroar is slower.
Oh, okay. I guess if they flare,
Well, it
they'll
makes
put
it
themselves in Terra
interesting,
Blast
yeah,
range,
but-
right? Biggie Berry. I guess we could recover here too,
Recover? Yeah, recover, I think.
right? Because if they're doing that little, they have to Flare Blitz eventually, and then they put
Yeah,
themselves in
yeah.
Terra Blast range.
Alright it. It's either that or it needs to start parting shotting, but because we're faster, it's very advantageous for us.
We should take a Flare Blitz from here, right?
Yeah, we should be.
It
Unless
can't-
it's like Adamant 252 or something.
the way this game has been going, I don't know. All right. Ending with a dub.
Alrighty.
What a crazy match.
Without breaking a sweat, can't even be sarcastic. That was very close. Yeah, I think we found the lines that we needed to do to get out of that. We played well. Very happy.
Yeah, especially after getting caught on lead, that was a little awkward.
Yeah.
So let's
Look,
see.
the good old disconnect to get the right lead. The timeout to get the good lead.
Their leads
Taylor's
were,
older time.
that's pretty good.
650. That ain't bad.
That's not
that
bad.
ain't bad at all.
Given that we started
Yeah, very
at
happy with that.
5,000 something, we went up about 5,000 slots, which is pretty good,
Yeah.
So-
Very happy with that overall.
So with that, that is going to wrap it up from us tonight. Thank you all. I guess afternoon for you. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Go check out Dimitri's team report. That is pinned in the comments right now. Pinned in the chat right now, and also will be in the. This is the YouTube video. It'll be in the YouTube video as well. So go check him out. Give him a like. Give him a subscription. And yeah, thank you again for coming on the channel. I really appreciate it, and congratulations again on your regional run.
Thank you very much, and also thank you very much for having me. This was a lot of fun. I haven't been using the Kilowattrel team as much. I've been preparing for Reg G. It was actually a blast to go through it one more time. I'm gonna miss Reg H a lot.
Oh, same here, absolutely.